Now that you have momentum, how do you sustain the growth? My name is James Tanti. For over 3 decades, I've been training people in professional sales, startup businesses, and mentoring others to build million-dollar enterprises. It's teamwork that makes the dream work. This is more than a cliche. When you're at a level, when your people are performing, you want to focus on sustaining momentum. Peak performance is a hard place to get to, but keeping it there is much easier. It's much easier. So what can you do to keep the flywheel spinning? 1, quarterly reviews. These are a must. Ken Blanchard says, feedback is the breakfast of champions. People need regular feedback to stay on course. The purpose of a review is to hire and re-inspire or fire. That's right. Either reignite them or replace them. So what do we want to find out? What is working and what's not working? What can we do to improve? Where do you want to be 2, 3, 5 years from now? And what support do you need from us to get there? Pretty simple. We want to identify problems, offer solutions, and close with a big picture and reinforce that they do have a compelling future and we need them. To continue sustaining growth, we need to understand the career cycle. Most champions will have some sort of cycle in their career. They start off out of the gates with excitement. They learn some new things. They start growing, maturing. They get to a level of peak performance and start plateauing and inevitably decline. It's at this point that if leadership doesn't intervene and challenge them to grow again, they will continue to decline, stagnate, and fail. So watch for people who have peaked and plateaued and look for opportunities to help renew and grow again. Off-site meetings. Teams that play together, stay together. Off-site meetings will allow you to focus more, learn more, build morale, and have a staggering return on investment. One study showed an ROI of 353% on money spent on off-site meetings. Now, if you had a stock that would give you 353% return, you'd certainly invest in that, wouldn't you? So, invest and enjoy. A good cadence for off-site meetings is usually every 4 to 6 months, twice a year. Create team leaders. Who are the candidates to step into leadership? Who are your leaders? I can describe a leader in 3 words: work ethics, results, and trustworthiness. To lead, you need somebody that's going to work hard and lead by example, get the job done, and have people's trust. To scale, you must build teams. This means we need to delegate and empower your leaders. Break down your goals into team contributions and define the roles of who does what. Focus your time. When you get busy, you need to focus your time. And focusing on the top 20% will build your leadership team and let your leaders build your organization. Here's a final note on sustaining growth, and that is to inoculate your talent from the competition. It takes time, effort, energy, money to build sales leaders. Make no mistake, good people are in demand, and headhunters are paid handsomely to proselyte them from your team. So, how do you retain them longer? In 2022, Walter Orthman from Brazil celebrated his 100th birthday and became the longest serving employee of over 84 years. He began his employment at age 15 in 1938, and this landmark is now recognized by the Guinness World Records. Imagine creating highly productive team players that will not want to leave ever your organization. So, how can you get good people to want to stay longer? Possibly as long as Walter Orthman. To have a better retention rate, your work environment must meet your people's emotional needs. According to Tony Robbins, all age groups, all cultures have 6 emotional needs, and you need to meet 4 of them. When you do, people become addicted in a positive way to their environment. These emotional needs are certainty, significance, variety, connection, growth, and contribution. Certainty. Have consistency with your training, policy, and procedures, and definitely compensation. Team members will get frustrated when they're told one thing and the company acts in a different way. Sales can have a lot of uncertainty with results, but you can give your team members certainty by reminding them of the law of averages, running numbers, and tracking their numbers. Variety. Keep things fresh, add spice and fun, and look for ways to reduce the monotony of repetitive tasks. For example, with training, you may want to avoid too much lecturing format and incorporate role-playing, polls, guest speakers, study buddies, and games to keep things fresh and fun. Deliver the unexpected. Find ways to create surprises. Significance. Am I really that important? Do I matter? Are my contributions making a difference? Significance. An example is people will work harder for recognition than money, and recognition can give people significance. How can you celebrate the wins of your champions even better? Also, is there a battle cry of serving the greater good for your people and they believe in it? Connection. Getting together face-to-face for meetings and social events is critical for maintaining trust in all communities. When your team gathers, oxytocin is released, which is a feel-good hormone, and that chemically bonds your people together. Do you feel cared for? How can you create stronger bonds within your team? The next 2 emotional needs have even more levels of fulfillment: growth and contribution. There's a saying that you're either growing or dying. Resistance creates growth, challenge creates growth, and builds self-esteem. Growth is a form of self-actualization. In the first 3 months of training, a new team member is more fragile as their skill level is lower, and often they will face more rejection and failures. So, a powerful question might be, when I'm faced with challenge, what am I learning and how am I improving? And a new empowering belief might be, it's impossible to fail if I learn something and keep trying. What are you doing to keep your people growing personally and professionally? Contribution. How are my efforts contributing to the team, the company, my customers, and ultimately humanity? For example, does your company contribute to a relevant charity that touches the hearts of your team? Are you just making a buck, or are you making the world a better place? Here's a call to action. How would you rate your organization in these 6 emotional needs? What are 2 areas you can improve? In certainty, significance, variety, connection, growth, and contribution. Pause for a moment and record and rewrite 3 things that you can immediately do to improve these areas of weaknesses. Why? Because when you can create certainty, add fun, strengthen connections, make people more significant in a work environment, your people will continue to want to contribute and grow more with you. Thanks for checking in today. I appreciate you being part of our community. If you found this content valuable, hit subscribe button and stay connected when new content is published. Until next time, know that you can gain, train, maintain, sustain, retain a high-performance team by applying some simple principles over and over again. Believe in greatness. Believe in you. I believe in you. Let's build better together. Your humble partner in success, James.